All right, big moves on the overnight or on the Globex session pre market, whatever you want to call it. Huge moves that I felt that I should have been a part of. I mean, I had the right call, except that my stop was just barely hit, and then the market collapsed. I really hate when that happens. It's very upsetting, but yeah, it looked like the momentum was dying, and I wanted a piece of it. But with the quarter strategy, this just stopped me out by like 5 points, 9 at the highest. Really annoying. I hate when that happens. But it's just you feel like it just seems like I can't catch a break. Sometimes you gotta get lucky with these things, and when it's on the other side, when you're on the other side of the luck factor, it's just kind of it's discouraging. It's disheartening. It's okay. What I did not do was, and I won't say that I should have done this either, because that would just be like FOMO talking. Is what I did not do is have a sell stop order at the 4,000. Even though I have done that before, but that's the kind of thing that that seemed to be getting me in trouble with overtrading. And I'm not sure how many trades I've taken this week so far. I had plenty of um, traps that just got blasted through, so it's just like all of a sudden three losses, all of a sudden three losses, all of a sudden three losses. I think that happened like three times. So I wouldn't be surprised if this week, when I do the analysis for the week summary, which I'm going to do today, on Thursday, because I'm not going to trade at all Friday. I'm not going to be in front of the computer or in front of the trading app for anything tomorrow. So I'm going to have no trades tomorrow. Um, and I believe that Monday is going to be a off day. It's a federal bank holiday, so that's going to be a very light volume day. Like a lot of times you don't even complete a quarter on the US 30, so it's like what's the point even? So today's going to be the last day of me trading for quite a bit. So what am I doing here? I wouldn't be surprised though. Just to finish that thought, I wouldn't be surprised if I have even more trades during this 4 day week than last week's full 5 day week. Would not surprise me. Anyway, I'm going to play this little zone right here that has it's like a drop base drop that made a new low on the 15 minute. So limit sell at the 4,000 because of a um, drop base drop, and the RSI. Let's see what the RSI is actually. So the drop base drop is on 15 minute, and let's see what the hourly trend is, or hourly. Yeah, so the RSI is still low. Oh, the other thing that I put it yesterday is hidden bearish divergence. I don't know if I called this out because it was kind of later, but there was a continuation formation that I don't really see that often, but doesn't really happen that often, or I don't notice it that often. I don't know which one that is, but I noticed it yesterday, so that's why I took that short, and I was feeling good about it. Just unlucky. It was a good trade too. 1 hour RSI is under 60. So I mean, the trend to me is still technically downtrend, because new lower low, lower high could not break above 60 on the hourly. So these are all factors that I want to look for sells. Um, Now, it's not making drastically newer lows. It's not doing. I mean, it's not a very pretty downtrend. It's actually kind of ugly. It looks more. It looks like it's range bound, but it's just barely qualifying on the fringe of the criteria to make it a downtrend. Like it's technically qualifies, but nothing exciting about it. So I'm gonna put a sell order there, and I'm gonna take a backup order there, and hopefully it actually holds up this time. Jeez, you know, right there. That's the stop that hit me. That 159 right there. I hate that. And I wasn't around the computer at 7, 8 a.m. to participate in this. What what data? It was definitely because of news. I don't know what news came out because of it. I don't. That's not really a key part of my routine, uh, but it was definitely because of news. It wouldn't have surprised me at all if from for the rest of the quarter and maybe into the second quarter, if the fundamental news creates more down bars than up bars in general. That would not surprise me at all. We are at this major quarter 750, and I'm not taking the trade right now because it's a freaking bloodbath to the downside right now. It's not. I want to see what happens before I try to go counter trend to push this back up to the 4,000, which would I'm gonna take these off for now, just to keep my chart cleaner. If it breaks down below this low, I am going to be looking for it to. I'm going to look to engage the 750 down to the 500. Um, but let me take a look real quick at Forex Factory and see. I'm not showing the screen right now. All I'm doing is looking at what news came out. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know that I could get. I didn't know that I could get notified for stuff like this. Oh, this is good. I'm gonna subscribe to this. It would be nice to get notified for key data like this. Okay, I'll add that to part of my routine. Okay, so job numbers came out, I believe. No, PPI. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh man, my coffee it must not have kicked in yet. Um, I don't know why they showed this, but unemployment was oh less than expected. Okay, so that's interesting. Based on what I'm seeing here, the the downturn is actually kind of surprising based on what I'm seeing here. Job numbers exceeded expectations slightly. So, I mean, everything is like green except for this Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, which I don't believe is even really that big a deal. I don't think I've ever really taken that one seriously. But I am going to set up. alerts for myself on this. Well, that's great. The biggest part that always annoyed me about paying attention to news is having to like prepare for it on a regular basis, and the schedule of it, um, and the fact that it's not critical. It just accelerates moves to the quarters. So as long as I'm just hanging around the quarters and waiting, I like the edge is still there for me. So that's why I never really took it that seriously. Um, but if I can get alerted for it, as it's coming out, or in this case, 10 minutes before and an hour before it actually comes out, I will definitely gladly accept that browser alert. No problem. All right. So this looks like it's going to be a. I mean, we're in the middle of the bloodbath, so it's really hard to get a read on it because everything is just collapsing right now. So on the 5 minute, which isn't really. There is bullish divergence on the 5 minute, indicating that the momentum is starting to slow down. So I might want a piece of the action up at if it goes above 750 or 825. But I'm looking at the 5 minute to determine this. It's not, to me, it's not strong enough evidence. Although it's about to just do it again. It's not really strong enough evidence. The 15 minute doesn't create enough of a. There's not enough printed on the 15 minute. Even the 15 minute is too big of too big of a time frame to see that reversal indirect. That's how fast this thing dropped down. Look at the 1 minute. There's a lot of bullish divergence. So this might be one of those times where I might try it. Let's see. I don't want to force a trade either. Okay, it made the new low. We'll see how this bar closes in the next 4 minutes. If it stays closed down here, I'm probably going to take a sell. At the 750. That's aggressive too, though. The only thing that I'm really interested right now is to actually place with any bit of confidence is to buy at the 500. This is the only thing that I'm willing to just put out there right now. We might get down there, but I don't know that the Dow has enough gas to go all the way down to the 500 and slice through that. Usually there's going to be some kind of pullback at some point. Let's take a look at some of the others. The S&P 500. See, this is what I'm afraid of in the Dow, is it hits a level of support and then bounces. So right now, the move would have been 4,100 with a stop at 40.75. Big stop, nice big wide stop with a lot of room to breathe. Like that, I would be pretty comfortable with that. But the last time I took this trade, it never made it up to the 200. So I didn't complete that level. I don't even think I got to the 75. I think I got shafted. I think it was one of those bad luck situations where I missed my profit by 2 points. Again, I hate when that happens. But it was a good trade. So I think I might give this a shot. Actually, no, not all the way up there. That's too big. That would be a bad move on the S&P 500 because I would need so much more momentum for that to actually work. waiting for just waiting 2 minutes for the hourly bar to close. So yeah, if this closes down here in the next, I guess, 60 seconds, it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna be a down day. We might get the 10 a.m. reversal, and I could be completely wrong, and it could shoot all the way up. But I still would want to take two shots at the 4,000. So yeah, definitely looking only for sells. Oh man, look at this beautiful thing forming right here. This is another reason for me to just, yeah, okay, that's the 10 a.m. candle. Okay, so I'm gonna sell this now. And this. So I have four trades. Now, if there you have a huge I don't want to jinx myself, but the market could just be like, okay, we gobbled up all of these orders, and now we're going to reverse the momentum all the way back up to and slice through everything. That would be, another max loss day for me, which would be horrible. But um, this this thing making a new low, I am interested in this area right here. I might be a little early. I might be a little early with this, but there's another zone here. So it's a zone over zone. They're not particularly amazing zones because they've just been built and printed, and we don't know what's going to come after it. But technically, it qualifies because it created a lower low. It broke through a previous area of support, and so it's like everything is just kind of qualifying based on the rules of my strategy, and it's nothing is that amazing, but you got to take the shot. And the stuff that I thought I was confident in. I got unlucky, so maybe the reverse will happen here, I guess. That's wishful thinking. But following the strategy, we're looking for sells, taking it at the major quarter with a backup, or the 4,000 major level with a backup. Hopefully, one